Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. LeBron James has moved past Karl Malone for second place on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Does he envision claiming that #1 spot of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Well, LeBron said, obviously, health plays the most important part. I've never chased a record in my life. I just wanted to keep getting better. We'll see what happens. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, David. Thank you. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They'll go small with LeBron at the 4 and Davis at the 5. Patrick Beverley out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Walker in at the 3. And for Toronto, sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Now here's Schroeder. James, the pass to Davis. He dishes it to Walker. Davis setting the pick for Walker. Shot clock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
No, I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything. Shooting 2.
They throw good. Siakam. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Both good from the line that time.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
Now here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Barnes screen on Davis. Here's Siakam. Second chance effort. Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
James kicks to Davis. Pass to Walker. James outside. Davis, the pass to LeBron. Loads it up for Davis. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Well, the playmaking ability of LeBron James may be his best skill in a wealth of incredible skills.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate.
Now, here's Anunoby. Last game he had 13. Barnes finds Trent. Three-pointer. Barnes can't get it to go. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. To the left wing. Siakam outside. He can't get that one to fall. Davis with some nice D.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Schroeder passes to Davis. And yes, it's good.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Toronto working the ball around now. And there's the pass to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Fader on the way.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Davis dishes to Schroeder. Back to Davis. Shoots over Van Vliet. That's good from Davis on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got 7 points in the game.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Barnes screen on Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Siakam against James. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 11. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
That free throw, no good.
It is really so impressive how LeBron James continues to play at a high level. We all respect greatness. What is the hardest thing to achieve is sustained greatness, and that's LeBron James.
And he's good on the second. Toronto with the ball. A 12-point game. Trent outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Count that one. Davis has got 9.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Toronto. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Now here's Davis following the miss by Fred VanVleet.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's VanVleet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 to shoot. Barnes kicks to Trent. Barnes trying to free himself up. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep.
Trent Jr. so dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations because from the touch, it is out of his hands so quick.
Here's Schroeder taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Davis finds James. Back to Davis. It's tipped. LeBron passes to Davis. He's off on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Trent. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Barnes outside. Over Davis. Misses off the left iron. Los Angeles leading by 11. James looking it over. And he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Toronto calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Raptors. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
And for the Raptors, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
Now here's VanVleet. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here is Davis. Passes it to Schroeder. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The dish to LeBron. Davis setting the pick for James. Van Vliet with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Trent finds Van Vliet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred Van Vliet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred Van Vliet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless. Well, Fred Van Vliet is the prototypical floor general, and he just puts that pass exactly where it needs to be.
Davis with a screen on Van Vliet. Fires at the elbow. A shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Barnes kicks to Trent. Rebound the Lakers. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's Anunoby following the basket by LeBron James. Yep, it counts.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Schroeder passes to James. Inside. Barnes with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Pass to Trent. Back to Barnes. Van Vliet with it. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, what a nifty move from Fred Van Vliet. Works so hard on the handle. So tough.
And it's Schroeder missing. Raptors trail by 7. Trent outside. Pass to Barnes. Six on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Another shot. And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Finding the lane.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
On deep, Trent. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And so here's Toronto after the basket by the Lakers. Now Van Vliet. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Anthony Davis, number 1.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So both teams changing it up here. And so he makes both from the line. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 16-point game against Cleveland. And finished off by Bryant.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Van Vliet. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Here's Toscano Anderson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Count the basket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The pass to Nunn. Beyond the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Lakers. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
Siakam is out there with Young. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Benton and at the 2 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons.
And for that game against the Nuggets, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
I think any time you can stretch your NBA career over a decade, that is a serious accomplishment. Consider Thaddeus Young, 16th year in his career. Incredible.
Now here's Van Vliet. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Just 5 to shoot over Bryant. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road.
Oh, how about that dunk from Thomas Bryant? Gets off his feet in a hurry.
As for Thaddeus Young, a big contributor everywhere he's gone.
Greg, this guy, 13 straight years, averaging double digits in scoring. He was a starter in many of those seasons, and now kind of assumes that role of the grizzled veteran, passing on all that hard-earned wisdom.
Lakers leading by 10. Nunn kicks to Westbrook. Back to Nunn. Feeds to Bryant. And stolen by Siakam. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher comes in for Young. And Trent subbed in for Fred VanVleet. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Trent outside. Boucher sets a screen for Trent. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Trent hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Westbrook. And the Lakers turn it over again. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Russell Westbrook.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Here's Siakam following the basket by LeBron James. Siakam inside. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Well, you love the relentless energy from Siakam. It's sort of a staple of his game. Gets to the offensive glass there.
Passes it to Davis. Down low. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Banton after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Boucher, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Doris, it seemed to change his scenery was good for Chris Boucher.
Guys, think about a guy like Chris Boucher, an unknown quantity when he enters the NBA, a tribute to the player development system in Toronto. Here was a guy with a lean frame. You didn't know what he could be in the NBA. A career year in 2021. The guy can flat shoot the basketball, he can be dangerous in transition, and he competes on the defensive end.
And that one falls for Boucher.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
The Lakers making a switch here. Walker's checked in, and so Boucher nails both of them.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. Number 1, the Raptors.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
And that one misses.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers, the guys who want to be held accountable, make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
Second free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 8. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by James. Trent against Westbrook. Trent can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Reeves the pass to James. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Davis. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Trent. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing here by 8. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Davis, the pass to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
And the Raptors call time here. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
And here's a look at the stats for Siakam. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, putting up about 24 points per, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Raptors trail by 10. Trent outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. This is to Beverly. James left side. And he makes that one. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here is Siakam. 29 points for him last game against Boston.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
LeBron outside. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
It's Trent on the wing. Pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Banton. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Now here's Beverly. Defense is right there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Out to the right wing. Oh, Anunoby in position.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
James outside. James. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Banton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the pass to Anunoby. Fades. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Reeves, defended by Trent. Reeves the pass to Davis. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 15 points for Anthony Davis.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Shot from free throw range, and Davis pulls it down.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Reeves. Here's LeBron. That one off the back iron and out. Raptors trail by 16. Siakam outside. Looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is up and in. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
James, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Davis. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ken Burch comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Scotty Barnes in for Chris Boucher. Now here's LeBron. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
There's the pick. Trent passes to Burch. It's stolen by Davis. Schroeder, left side. Davis setting the pick for Schroeder. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Trent with it, now guarded by Schroeder, and it's good for 2. 7 points for Gary Trent Jr.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
And here's James outside. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays. He can get downhill. He can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Trent. The shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Passes to James. Here's Schroeder. Davis kicks to James. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, LeBron. Some changes for Toronto. Porter's checked in for Anunoby, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Trent. The Lakers also making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Anthony Davis. Toscano Anderson comes in for Lonnie Walker, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Patrick Beverley. And both free throws good for LeBron. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Schroeder against VanVleet. Barnes outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
None wide open. They get the rebound. And Bryant slams it in.
Thomas Bryant is a problem on the offensive backboards. This guy's big and skilled, and you better box him out.
Porter finds VanVleet. The tray. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Raptors. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. And for those teams at the top of the standings, potential home court implications.
Always important. Those implications can mean a deep run or a trip to Cancun.
Why can't you do both?
I think in your career you have. And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Los Angeles Lakers.
If you want to know why they're dominating, look at the rebounding. They are owning the glass on both ends, and they're doing a great job of turning those extra possessions into points.
Yeah, in terms of chasing down misses, this has been a clinic.
Kind of like you at the free throw line and I have to chase down the ball. Kind of like that.
Well, that's what you are, a ball chaser. Get it?
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They'll go small with LeBron at the 4 and Davis at the 5. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. Now here is Davis, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Here's LeBron. Good on the bucket. James has got 22 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Beverly against Trent. Siakam, a screen on Beverly. Van Vliet outside. Takes a three. Rebound the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside, Walker. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Here's Barnes. And there it is for him. Barnes has got his first 2 points of the night.
You love how Scotty Barnes embraces the challenge of a contested shot. Don't back down, Scotty.
Here's James. It's rebounded by Anunoby. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Siakam against Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 23. LeBron outside. Beverly sets the screen for LeBron. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Barnes passes to Trent. Davis against Siakam. Now, here's Trent. T right on him. Good.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
LeBron dishes to Davis. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Now, here's Trent. 9 points in the game so far. Barnes screen on Schroeder. For 3, Van Vliet. Good on the three-point shot. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
Well, Fred VanVleet, we've seen him. He's able off the dribble to create enough space for his shot.
On the wing, James. Banked in off the glass. James has got 24.
Well, LeBron James shouldering the load offensively. He has done this from the time he entered the league.
Schroeder against Van Vliet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency.
Not every player able to do that.
That one is off.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred VanVleet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brown is checked in for James, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. He hits the second from the line. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Now here's VanVleet following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Trent outside. Siakam a screen on Beverly. Lock at 6. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. VanVleet's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Fred VanVleet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
Davis with a screen on VanVleet. And Beverly kicks to Westbrook. Drives to the hoop. The kick out to Brown. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Siakam. Trent against Beverly. VanVleet outside. Over Westbrook. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Beverly with the ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This guy is just relentless. Russell Westbrook is a handful to deal with.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Siakam. Chris Boucher comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Juan Hernangomez in for Anunoby. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Raptors trail by 20. To the middle. Here's VanVleet. The teardrop falls in. VanVleet's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, this guy continues to take his game to the next level. VanVleet is developing into a big-time scorer.
Westbrook passes to Toscano Anderson. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. The Lakers in 5th.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
First free throw is good. And the Raptors making a change here. Banton's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now here's VanVleet. He's got 17. Puts it up from 12. Toscano Anderson grabs the rebound.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Reeves the pass to Toscano Anderson. Westbrook against Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Van Vliet. 7th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. Boucher sets a screen for Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Westbrook against Young. Outside Westbrook. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 17. Into the lane. Count it. Good. Van Vliet's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Los Angeles making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Van Vliet looking around. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Westbrook. For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Lakers leading by 23. Toscano Anderson, the pass to Bryant. And here's Westbrook. Bryant with a screen for Westbrook to the paint. And finished off by Bryant.
Well, just showing great agility in the pick and roll. Thomas Bryant just being decisive right now.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Van Vliet outside. The 3. Rebound the Lakers. Toscano Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nunn finds Westbrook. Nunn a screen on Boucher. Here's Reeves. Outside Westbrook. They set the pick to the inside. Toscano. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
You just never know what Russell Westbrook will do in the pick and roll. So excellent at making the right decision.
Now here's Van Vliet. 19 points in the game. And again, no good by Toronto. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Right side, Westbrook. Over to the wing. Nunn kicks to Westbrook. With some art, he takes it up and lays it in. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game. I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Nunn passes to Bryant. To the middle. The pass to Toscano Anderson. Reeves connects from three-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Banton, defended by Nunn. Passes it to Van Vliet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Toscano Anderson, the pass to Westbrook. Pass to Bryant. Over Young. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Toronto shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Van Vliet. .102 left to play in the third. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Reeves. Hernan Gomez covering. One heck of a crossover there. Reeves has got his second bucket tonight.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Driving to the basket. The Raptors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The first free throw is good. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Nunn passes to Schroeder. Nunn with the screen for Schroeder. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, has he started to harness all that energy and talent.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Schroeder hits them both. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. Pulls it up. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Kem Birch. And it's Flynn in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Schroeder hits them both. Raptors shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Brown's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Outside Flynn. Now the pass to Banton. No good with the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Over to the left wing. Here's Schroeder. Flynn grabs the miss. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Just 3 to shoot. Porter kicks to Birch. Off target from 3-point range. The Lakers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Brown outside. There's a screen by Bryant. Schroeder outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You can see Schroeder's shoot first mentality if a defender overcommits. Nicely done.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Schroeder hits them both. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Now, here's Nunn. Birch grabs the board. The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Porter, and it's good, 2 points. Porter's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you know that Porter believes he belongs in this league. His efficiency and shooting the ball with confidence in the paint, that's nice.
Flynn against Schroeder. The kick out to Brown. Toscano Anderson, the pass to Bryant. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles with another miss. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Raptors moving the ball around. Driving inside. Birch finds Porter. Toronto needs to get off a shot. The three. The Lakers with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Schroeder against Flynn. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Banton. Inside. Here's Birch. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now, Nunn. Schroeder, right side. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Toronto. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Gabriel's checked in. Schroeder hits them both. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Schroeder against Flynn. Young, a screen on Schroeder. And there's the drive, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Pass to Banton. There's the screen to the inside. It's stolen by Bryant. Brown outside. Left side, Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. The feed to Bryant. Pass to Toscano Anderson. There's a screen by Bryant. Here's Toscano Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Flynn dishes to Porter. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West, well, Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, Does the league, do you feel, more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Now, here's Westbrook. Pass to Brown. And he drives in, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Toronto on defense. Here's Gabriel to the middle. Here's Westbrook. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Bryant with a screen for Westbrook. Kicks to Bryant. Shoots over Flynn. No good on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Porter passes to Flynn. Back to Porter for the 3. The rebound by Bryant. Bryant's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Westbrook dishes to Bryant. No good with the layup. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Raptors. Back to Flynn. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Now here's Flynn. The pass to Porter. Now here's Birch. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. He takes it in. They get it again. The kick out to Porter. Trying to end the drought. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So you have got to be in the space of Otto Porter coming off the screen, or he will make you pay.
Outside Westbrook. Over in the corner, Brown. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Brown's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Los Angeles. Banton, the pass to Birch. Here's Banton. On the wing, Porter. Here's Flynn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Westbrook passes to Bryant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's an example of the toughness that Thomas Bryant brings to the table. He will not go away.
And Doris, with Thomas Bryant, I get the sense you feel like this is a guy that's got a chance to be an impact player.
GA, his best year in the league, he averaged 14 points and 4 boards, but his shooting percentage was elite. So clearly a guy who can be a high percentage finisher. He brings a level of physicality you like. To me, it's whether this young man can stay healthy. That's what it comes down to.
And that one misses. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Here's Banton, following the 3 by the Lakers. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Birch, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
That one drops for him.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Here's Banton. Passes it to Birch. Over Bryant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bryant's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Nunn passes to Toscano Anderson. There's a screen by Bryant. Toscano. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Fred VanVleet picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Reeves the pass to Nunn. To the paint. Stolen away. VanVleet against Nunn. Pass to Banton. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Nunn. Here's Banton. From down in the low post, it goes.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Nunn looking around. Pass to Bryant. Brown against Hernan Gomez. Brown the pass to Bryant. Clock at 4. Over Birch. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
And Bryant, no good on that one.
Well, you talk about a guy who is a great rim runner. You're talking about Thomas Bryant. He's also able to make that face-up jump shot. Thomas Bryant just needs to stay healthy.
Here's Banton. Now here's VanVleet. Toscano Anderson grabs the rebound.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Davis.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Nunn kicks to Brown. Back to Nunn. The Lakers moving the ball around. He feeds it to Bryant. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Banton. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, any chance we get, we'll be able to find these guys and make plays. We want to give it to them. We want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Anthony Davis.